Ghanaians are jubilating and they are so happy about the fact say Boshebia President John Dramani Mahama no we the Boshe na wo she no abemu and say Bosha Mahama she no abemu ni nyina efa some taxes Mahama she ho bose obe scrapping it off ene abeto dwa se was scrapping it off bebre bi we peja ne yi akosoro a wo she se de ekoso screens so ne dia na say there is no more E-Levy, there is no more emission tax, there is no more betting tax. They say President John Dramani Mahama or say ayoyo ede nensa etim so kama ene E-Levy eni hobi. Miyankoshe said de or de ensem no etuja yeba yebeto aso.
This is the Electronic Transfer Levy Repeal Bill. That's the famous E-Levy bill. I'll proceed to sign it. I've just given assent to the repeal of the famous E-Levy bill. Now, this is the Income Tax Amendment Bill 2025 to remove withholding tax on winnings from lottery, betting, and games of chance. This is the famous betting tax repeal bill. So betting tax is gone. This is the emissions tax repeal bill. So emissions levy is gone. This is the earmark funds capping and realignment bill. This is the bill that caps the GET fund and national health insurance levy and moves those resources into the consolidated fund. We promise that we'll take the capping off, we'll uncap them. So the earmark funds capping and realignment amendment bill has been assented to. This is the Public Financial Management Amendment Bill 2025. This bill is a very important bill because it will stop some of the recklessness that was exhibited under the past government. It sets a target of GDP to debt ratio of 45% by the year 2034. And that will be the ceiling, 45%. No finance minister can come and borrow us to 104% like we've seen. Public Procurement Amendment Bill 2025. Now, this is a very important amendment. Agreements and contracts are not to be signed if they've not been given a commencement certificate by the Ministry of Finance. This affected only ministries. Now it has been amended to include the Public Procurement Authority. Now, this is the Value Added Tax Amendment Bill. This bill seeks to remove VAT on insurance. And so we promise the drivers that we'll take off VAT from insurance. Because when they pay insurance, they have to pay VAT on it. And they add it to their cost and use it to increase lorry fares. So VAT on insurance is repealed. And this one is the Petroleum Revenue Management Amendment Bill. This bill is important because it allows us to fulfill the Big Push program for infrastructure. The petroleum annual budget funding amount of the petroleum revenue is meant for infrastructure. But in the past, it has been used for all kinds of things. This consolidates it all under the Big Push for transformative infrastructural programs all over the country. So this will build our highways, this will build our roads, this will build our bridges and other important infrastructure, provide farmer service centers to give agricultural services to farmers and other such important projects. Okay, this is the Gold Board Act. This sets up the Gold Board that will streamline Ghana's gold sector, including our exports, to make sure that Ghana earns more value for money from our gold mining exports. This is the Growth and Sustainability Levy Amendment Act. It increases the growth and sustainability levy from 1% to 2%. It ensures that Ghana makes more money from its mineral exports. This is the Energy Sector Levies Act. This act consolidates several levies in the energy sector, including the price stabilization levy, the sanitation and pollution levy, and several other such levies into one. And it will go to pay off our energy sector debt, which, as you know, stands at about 2.2 billion. This will yield about 10 billion cedis every year. Promises delivered.
Is delivered. Not just say the president has delivered on a year. Nebosha was share Ghana for say E-Levy no obe scrapping it off obe year free ho ama Ghana for aye free and amount for a President John Dramani Mahama Abaso say anye ye krano he didn't deceive Ghanaians. They said the amanyuko bi ebe deceive Ghana for no nana. I'm sure say you are part of those who are jubilating.
Yeah, I'm very happy, and then because this morning I myself had a feel of it. I think I'll put it on the screens. May check here, make sure say me details nema emba. So I'll put this on the screens. Okay, you don't worry, I'll not put it on the screens again. But basically, and I'm holding the receipts right here today, and I sent mobile money. May send usually send if you also these banks they allow you to send mobile money and they allow you to send from your bank to other networks. So I sent it, and usually almost of them will break down bank charge, E-Levy, why we are needing boom, and E-Levy was zero, way was zero, all the other things were zero except the bank charger. Definitely the bank will charge you for the interpol. Is it what can I say?
Interoperability,
bro. So that's the only thing that they charge you for. Bro, phone that they will charge you for, and apart from that, everything else is gone, and it's a big relief because trust me, we live in a country right now where things are so hard, and Anema is so things are so hard. One CD crack can make a difference, and to think of it, and now people can have money in their pocket freely. It is a year. Now let's think of ways to get other income without burdening the ordinary people. What I say, and it is a big win for Ghanaians. Honestly, if NDC should go on this way, and they have a potential flag bearer, they are unified with him or with her. Trust me, 2028 is just a one-touch victory for them. We understand, so as you were telling me this morning, it's an MPP Sway group here, Rock City. You want to see the way for it. So 2028, you.
But the warm-up is strong.
I swear. Who dear grow? You do better sacrifice. Who dear grow? You do better sacrifice. Be more TBA. Who track you? So. It is something which is very just a yeah.
Wow. And as it stands now, meet me say the Ghana for what I mean, one of the promises has been delivered. And to hear what will be the next promise to be delivered, because 24-hour economy, that is the major policy and I
24-hour economy. And you'll be able to say the volume. Oh, forget now 24 hours. What done now? Ghana has the petrol station. Kramas out driving you may not petrol. I just say be at the bank a police station. Once I will be a shoe, the boat team too. Actually, say you need the boy, but the major issue here was say I want to Ghana and do so as back. The taxes was small, okay? It's our big taxes if you want. One other thing too, I'm urging His Excellency to do now explore other means and measures. You be to stabilize the country's electricity. You kind of create. I said this month, so last month March, the doomsday was not really severe like the January and February. So let's see. Doomsday on the head there, Ghana we dey, but then can we really minimize it? And one other thing to I'm also looking, very important, the data cost. Okay. You can't tell me say 4 gig which you have 100 now a day I think grand you go 20 and 100 go to that 4 gig. So you need to reduce it. MTN for some bit my your friend is saying wine for me 5 gig for 2 CD 1 CD. Na Ghana for a hon toy a kruma the pay data, cheap data, good electricity, and also prices of goods price of goods and commodities. It should stabilize, and corruption it should be less. And man, NDC made the Ghana so Ghana for 100 years we are okay. And if NDC also fails to not that we be nyasa pomposity home to say MPP for you or money so that one there that be how it dey. Yeah.
Wow. I was saying I heard the the regime of John Dramani Mahama. More update. I won't say way.